I feel like most guys right now are riding with Brazilian ropes.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's getting to be pretty popular.
Well, what it was is Adriano, Silvano, them guys show up, little kids watching it. Well, they're winning everything. Well, I'm going to do what he does.
Yeah.
And that's what everybody, because I before my left elbow was messed up, I always pulled my hand down on the side. But because my arms were so long, so I had to pull it a little farther over. I never pulled it just dead center of their back.
Yeah.
I couldn't. You know, and my arm was so long, so I'd cock it over to take up a little space. And, oh, wait, you pull your hand on that side. Why don't you try Brazilian? I said, no. I start with American rope. I'll finish with American rope.
Yeah.
And I rode with one time left-handed because I lost my gear bag. And the only left-handed guy up in Calgary was Zach Brown. And he said, well, I got an extra rope, but it's a brand new Brazilian rope that's never been on a bull.
Ooh.
I said, well, that's better than a flank rope. Give it here. I did not like it.
Really?
Whatsoever. Nope. Got a re-ride. Felt like a monkey humping a football the whole time. I couldn't get up out over it. The handle was so stiff that I couldn't get forward.
Right.
Like it had me set down on my butt the whole time. And they gave me a re-ride, and Zach had already got on, and he said, you want to use that rope again or my American rope? I said, give me that American rope. I said, I'm not putting that other one back on there.
Yeah.
And I'll turn the right-handed rope around backwards and ride with it before I ride with that thing. And then I rode with one when I broke my left hand and was riding right-handed. And I did the same thing. I thought, well, those guys don't hang up too much, so I'll ride with one of them because I had a cast. I couldn't use my left hand.
Right, you wouldn't be able to get yourself out.
They had to take my wrap and everything for me, and I still hung with it. But I'm pretty sure my mind was telling my hand to open, and inside my cast on my left hand, it was going like this because this one wasn't used to having to open.
That was also when you tried with a helmet, right? When you were riding with a helmet?
Yeah, I rode with a helmet.
You had that club on your hand and a helmet.
Yeah. I had one started at Billings before I rode Gunpowder and Lead, right-handed.
Yeah.
I had one turn back right in the gate to the right and was riding him dead easy right-handed, and my damn hand popped out of that Brazilian rope. And I went in the locker room. I said, I got somebody else's American rope. And then I went and made Tandy cut my cast off and put a smaller one on.
Yeah, just a little too big.
Well, that first one they put on, it was like I had a cinder block tied to my arm. It went from my elbow all the way down, and then it curved and stuck out here.
Yeah.
So I couldn't jam my fingers in the ground, like hitting the ground. And Tandy's like, well, that's so you want. I said, I don't care about my fingers. I said, cut the cast down and put a small one on.
Yeah.
So he cut it down, and he just put a normal cast on it.
Yeah. Dang. So the
each to his own though.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't. If it works, ride with it.
Yeah.
But
it just don't work for you.
I told somebody the other day. I said, watch. Somebody said, man, at the NFR, they said, man, he had that one rode and his hand popped out. I said, you watch. They said, what? I said, watch. Pay attention now. Every time somebody's hand pops out, look at what kind of rope they're riding with.
Yeah. Huh.
And 99% of the time, it's a Brazilian rope.
I wonder why it pops out easier.
Handles are stiffer.
Yeah.
The risers are bigger. Nothing to stop it.
Yeah.
Because Dalen Swearingen was having that problem. And I told him, I said, Dalen, you were taught like I was how to ride bulls. Get out over them. Stay to the front. He's like, yeah. I said, those Brazilian ropes are built to keep you set down on your butt. I said, let me guess. When you drive out over it, if it does let you drive out over it, I said, your hand rolls out of that rope, doesn't it? He said, yeah. I said, because it's rolling around the handle and the handle's not rolling with you. And so I told him, I said, just take you some vice grips, put it on each side of where your hand goes in that handle and roll it forward, stand it up. And I said, that way, when you push to drive out over one, it's with you.
It stays with you. Yeah.
Because I couldn't, my handles on my ropes weren't like, people couldn't believe I'd ride with the ropes I rode with because they were like they were wore out.
Really? Yeah.
I hated new ropes because the handles were too stiff.
I remember how disgusted you looked at Cowboys rope whenever we showed up here. It was too new. He was like, all right, I'm going to go get mine.
Yeah, like I liked one that was. I used to be bad. I'd get a new rope, and give it to a kid, and let him go ride with it for a month or two, and then bring it back, and then I'd start riding with it.
Yeah.
Because then it was broke in. Like I like to where when I pushed, when I took my rep and it was right there, it stayed. It would roll up with me. But the bad part about that is if you go over that outside shoulder, then you're locked in.
You hang up.
That is locked.
Which